Hello, good evening, and welcome again to your copywriting business English with your lecturer, Mr. Nanang. So, in today's lecture, we'll continue about the um, copywriting, yeah, and then how to advance to your customer. And after that, I haven't seen many of you who has sent me your video of commercial product. Yeah, so some of you are, most of you exactly, most to be exact, that you haven't finished your assignment. Okay, I will continue with the first one, which is about copywriting, and then we here I will show you the four elements of more information on copywriting and increase your productivity levels. Yeah. So in here, I will explain the four elements that can help you to be to make what you call it interesting for the audience to buy, yeah, or for the audience to get interested in your product. Okay, so here the first element is about wait, it's hang. Okay, so the element of successful internet copywriting, yeah, or here you're selling your product through of course website and then like YouTube, yeah. You introduce your product to this source, ya. So source-nya itu adalah online, ya. Ada online yaitu kayak YouTube, ada online dengan apa Shopee, ada online dengan Tokopedia, ya. Itu adalah salah satu elemen-elemen, ya. So here we will focus on the internet copywriting, ya. We'll focus on the internet copywriting, how to make your product more interesting or to get your customer interested in your product. Okay, whatever marketing strategy you use for your business, it is always important to make good impression. Yes, for example, of course, like body language and then presentation, yeah, and then how you speak in front of audience and how you stand in front of a camera also, and of course how your not performance, how you dress. Yeah, this is very important in element of successful of copywriting. Not only your words, but also your performance or your looks. Yeah. So this is the basic why people build their trust in your company and make them avail your product service. Of course, the the good looking you are, and then the more interesting you look, it will be also present represent your product. Yeah. And then the same principle applies to internet copywriting. Yes, it's like I said, you are not directly face to face with your customer, but you are directly face to face through virtual environment, right? So in the virtual environment, it means that everyone can look at you, everyone can access your website, everyone can access your site, everyone can access your product. So that's why to be sure that you look good throughout your making the copywriting of the video, yeah. Okay, and then this one is like When people visit your website and view your content, that is an opportunity to grab their attention. Yes. So this is the only chance you can make a good impression. Yeah. For example, like this picture, you have to like apa, makeups, yeah, and clean yourself at least, okay, and then maybe a touch up, maybe a perform of good clothing, yeah, or this one is appealing, like you know, looking beautiful, yeah, or might I say like sexy, like that, yeah. So people like to look beautiful in front of others, okay. It paves the way to convince them that you or your business is worth knowing. Oke, jadi ini salah satu cara bahwa untuk membuktikan, ya, to convince them that your product, that you and your business is worth knowing. Ya, kamu dan produk kamu itu apa ya, layak untuk dipasarkan atau layak untuk diketahui. Okay. So the element of successful internet copywriting is to make a good impression with your internet copywriting requires some skill. You need to learn how to pay your content. You need how to plan your content and format it to achieve effective result. Yes. So here, to make a good impression with your internet copywriting requires some skill. Yeah, the skill is like, of course, if you are in a state where you want to sell your product throughout the website or the internet, of course you have to have a good tools, yeah, like a computer or even a HP, yeah. I think HP is more suitable, or the gadget. What I mean is, the gadget HP ini udah apa ya, udah bisa mencakup semuanya gitu. Jadi dia bisa ada videonya, terus ada apa aplikasi-aplikasi yang memadai, ada juga memori, ya. Ini sangat sekali okay. Okay, sorry for that. So, there's a business online with my client. Yeah, of course, I'm also doing business here. This is one of my business that I do with my friend. Yeah. So, have you ever heard of Honey Jim's Honey. Ya. Jim's Honey ini ada produk perempuan, ya, ada tas, terus ada macam-macam, ada jam, ada power bank, ya. Nah, Jim's Honey ini kita sebagai reseller, ya. So we try to make a video based on the product, ya, and then trying to catch sudut-sudut dari pengambilan video itu dengan ini HP, ya. So this is the important skill that you need, ya. You don't have to like have a good camera or a good what you call it, computer, but you only need the things that is available to you if you only have HP. So make good use of it, yeah. Make as maximum as you can with your HP, yeah. Learn other skill that skill-skill yang bisa memadai dengan bisa apa itu istilahnya, bagaimana cara membuat video bagus dengan HP atau bagaimana mengambil foto bagus dengan HP, itu kita pelajari skill-skill seperti itu ya. And then you need to learn how to plan your content and format it to achieve effective result. Of course, you need to learn how to plan the content. Yes. Yaitu kayak kemarin apa kontennya tuh ada benefitnya apa ya. Saya ngeliat kemarin tuh ada satu video cuman apa body movement ya, and then of course the product itself ya. Tapi uh, saya saya mohon apa ya, kalau bisa mahasiswa tuh mendescribe, okay, try to describe the benefit of the product ya. Jadi produknya tuh benefitnya apa gitu ya. Nah, I want you to be like that ya. Try to be descriptive ya. Jadi misalnya seolah-olah kalau kita kasih satu produk, trying to make not one cent, no, trying to make a description in 1 minute, contohnya, of that product. Ya, jadi kita itu try to plan your content, ya, and format it to achieve the effective result. And then, of course, the element of successful internet copywriting is your content must also be relevant, informative, and interesting. Yes. Jadi misalnya jualan parfum, ya kita harus memberi informasi tentang parfum ya. Jangan bertele-tele tentang bagaimana mendapatkan jodoh, bagaimana ininya apa, ada bad luck atau gimana. No, jadi apa itu yang tentang parfum itu enak tuh apanya gitu ya. And then apakah kita bisa membelinya, terus ininya apa ya, apakah kita kalau pakai itu ada good mood atau gimana ya, kita di situ bisa kita utarakan. And then this will help you build your own community and keep them coming back for more ya, dengan memberikan informatif yang relevant and then interesting ya, itu dapat membuat customer itu comeback ya, dengan mereka mereka melihat oh ini interesting banget, ini bagus, jadi ya mereka tetap mau gimana pun mereka akan tetap membeli your product ya, if it's good and then if it's interesting for them to see. And then the bigger your community, the more traffic your website gets. Yes, of course. Yeah. The bigger your community, the more traffic your website. Yes, of course. Ya, kalau kita jualan yang laris ya pasti orang tuh order ke kita tuh akan makin besar ya. Jadi salah satu cara untuk men-tackle ini ya, kita setidaknya memecah ya antara istilahnya tempat-tempat yang bisa diorder tuh tempat-tempat mana aja. Jadi jangan satu pintu, harus ada beberapa pintu, setidaknya ada 3 pintu untuk bisa melayani pesanan-pesanan ya. And then the element of successful internet copywriting is to help you get started. Take a look at the 4 basic area of the internet copywriting that will make that good impression last. Okay, so the first one is the headline. Ya, ini salah satu tempat orang akan melihat ya, the headline. Biasanya kayak newspaper. Ya, the headline is big. Ya, that's why people will see the headline first. Yeah, they will not see the inside of it. They will not see what the story is about, but they will see the headline. Yeah. Contohnya kayak Donald Trump become the president. Nah itu is a big headline ya. And then this is the first thing that your audience will see in your content, of course. Ya, ini adalah satu-satunya yang akan dilihat pertama kali oleh your buyer ya, atau your audience. It also determine whether they will read it or not. Nah, ini akan menentukan apakah mereka tertarik. Nah, Kita harus membuat judul-judul yang menarik, ya. And then most search engines also give weight to your content headlines. So you have to spend time on constructing this to make it effective. Yes. Jadi saat kita ingin membuat headline, pastikan kita telah membuat research, ya, kita meneliti kata-kata yang menarik itu apa, ya, and then latar belakang untuk suatu judul supaya tarik itu apa, ya. Jadi ada kayak a question mark, ya. Biasanya kalau headline dengan a question mark itu lebih interesting. Apakah ini, apakah itu, gitu. Jadi orang, apa ya? Kok saya makin tertarik kalau membaca ini, ya. So, biasanya, ya, kalau kita ingin memulai sesuatu, ya, ada yang bilang start with a question to make it interesting. I don't know. It's up to you, ya. And then the element of successful internet copywriting is in writing the perfect headline for your internet copywriting. Is the best approach to use is write down as many headlines as you can while considering your audience and the product you are selling. Nah, ini. Jadi kalau kita ingin membuat suatu judul atau halaman depan, ya, make sure that you have a couple of choices or a couple of types, different what you call it, headlines, ya. Pastikan headline-headline yang berbeda atau yang bisa mencakup semua itu, ya. And then trim down the selection to those that will best capture your audience attention. Dan kita akan eliminasi mana-mana yang kata-kata yang kurang tertarik, kurang menarik, ya. Trim down the selection of those to those that will best capture your audience attention. There are instances where the best headlines are created by combining different parts of several headlines, yeah, and then experience and find out which one will work best. Okay. And then, so the second one is the introduction. Okay, so introduction basically like also a little bit of the headings, yeah. If your audience is reading the introduction, it only means that you did a great job in grabbing their attention with your headline. And then what you have to do now is to encourage them that to keep reading for further the rest of your internet copywriting. So of course, introduction is like a sub headline, ya. Jadi kita itu ada suatu kayak summary. So in the part of introduction, you don't have to give the whole information. So introduction means like a cut of summary, ya. Jadi ada kayak potongan-potongan ringkasan, ya, atau summary to describe, to and then to give benefit of your product, and then to give what you call it, elements of your product, ya. Jadi dari introduction ini kita memberi suatu hanya kayak benang merahnya aja, ya. Jadi kayak hanya ringkasan-ringkasan aja. Okay. And then what you have to do now is to encourage them to keep reading and move further the rest of your internet copywriting. Of course, once they read your summary, of course they will get more interested, yeah. They want to know more about what you want to say about the product, ya. Jadi saat introduction itu kita memberikan suatu ringkasan supaya mereka kayak ingin lebih tahu apa sih, ya. So of course this is the part where it's mostly important. And then after giving your audience an idea of your topic on the headline, it is time to expand that on the introduction. Nah, saat kita udah uh, apa ya, saat kita udah mendapatkan perhatiannya dia, ya, mendapatkan perhatiannya si audience ini, maka kita lebih apa ya, agak lebih memberikan informasi tentang produk kita, ya. You can start by re-entertaining reiterating the headline in the first few sentences of your introduction. Ya, kita bisa mengulang-ulang lagi, reiterating the headline, ya, mengulang-ulang headline kita, ya. Jadi headline itu kayak punchline atau slogan, ya. That's the function of headline. And then this is where you show that the headline was not just to capture the attention, but more of an essential parts of your internet copywriting. Ya, jadi di mana gini, ya, headline itu tidak hanya untuk menangkap perhatian, tapi di sini kita headline ini untuk bisa sebagai punchline, ya, atau sebagai slogan of your product, ya. And then after that the body, ya, elemen ketiga adalah the body. The following the introduction you made, this will now guide you through the rest of your content. Ya, jadi body ini adalah bagian di mana kita lebih membuka. So the more information you give is in the section of the body, yeah. You can now expand further on the details which you need to cover on the body of your internet copywriting. Okay, so you can expand the details, yeah, you can expand the features, and then the features, the benefits, and then of course the headline again, yeah. So basically all these three elements you have to play with it, yeah, in the body, okay. And then maybe ada testimonial from the other buyers, ya, mungkin testimonial from your friend, ya, ada testimonial from your, I don't know, your colleague or maybe your family that they have already had used your the product, ya. So here the body part is of course expand further on the details which you need to cover on the body of your internet copywriting, yeah. And then make your choice of word clear so your audience can easily understand your message. Yes, make sure use easy word so that your audience is easy to understand, yeah. And then create a natural flow of sticking into a general idea and connecting your supporting ideas to it. Okay, and then next one, otherwise your internet copywriting will end up in a bowl of mess, ya. Jadi pada intinya ya kalau bisa itu kita seperti kayak membuat kerangka karangan, ya, kerangka tulisan lah. Jadi apa yang kita ingin menyampaikan tuh kita lebih struktural, ya, kerangka lebih struktural, kayak kerangka karangan, kerangka tulisan itu ininya apa aja yang harus kita perhatikan, ya. Jadi berurut, ya, so it's like chronological, ya, jangan poin ini nanti ambil ke sini nanti kembali lagi ke sini, no. It means that you have to continuously structurally like chronology kayak flow lah, kayak flow. So introduction, then headline introduction, sub introduction, and then the body, and then of course like the closing parts that you will need to wrap up your product is, yeah. And then after that the fourth is the conclusion. Nah, ini bagian penutup atau ini gongnya, ya. This is the part where you get another chance to appeal to your audience, ya. Jadi kita di sini bisa mungkin tell the price, ya,